Hello my lovely, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm very happy you're joining me, and today I want to introduce you to my calendar that I make every year. And since I love flowers, it will be a floral calendar again. The first painting for the cover will be a ginkgo leaf. I love those leaves. They have been in my life for a long time, and so I thought today I'd paint one or two and as you will see, I paint a larger one but crop the image in the end for the calendar. But first of all, let me talk a little bit about the paper. It's a new line from Hahnemühle that came out last year, and it's a lovely 100% cotton watercolor paper that comes in cold press, hot pressed and rough. And I'm using the cold pressed watercolor paper, which is my favorite ground to paint on. Well, at least for the detailed or more detailed flower paintings. And you can see me here struggling with the foil a little bit. And then on the inside of the 300 GSM block, you can see that there is a protection page that also comes off at the top. There's a slot to slide your tool into, so you can remove the paper and remove the sheets later on like this as well. So here I'm on the last stretch of removing the protection paper, which is vellum, and the whole feel of this block is lovely. So for some reason I didn't record the start of this painting, so now you see me filling in the yellow edge of the leaf with lemon yellow, and the leaf itself I painted with a mixture from lemon yellow as well as PG7, i.e. phthalo green, and a tiny bit of ultramarine in there as well. So here I've jumped to the end of the first layer for the leaves, and I will do the background with cobalt blue light because it granulates nicely and it has the color of the sky. But before that I want to wet the paper, so this is what I'm doing right now. As you can see, I have switched to a smaller brush to get into the little nooks and crevices and yeah, to distribute the paint. I don't need a lot, I just paint a light wash and that gives me the perfect color. And by the way, I have sped up the painting by around the factor of 6, so it's not too boring to watch. I hope you don't mind watching this little bit of painting and the paint swooshing through the water. And if you don't mind, leave me a like and follow my channel. I would be over the moon if you did. And let me know what you think, and let me know if you make a calendar every year. For me it's a very nice tradition that my father started, and when he passed away I immediately took over from him. So this is my job every year, and It's not just because I love to paint, it's because it's customary in my family. So I keep the tradition alive. So I've left the background to dry, and now I'm going back in with a second layer for the leaves. And this is another mixture of the same colors that I mentioned before, and here I'm trying to paint in the shadow that the other leaf casts. And at the moment it looks very stark. But as you see, I'm not finished on the leaves. I'm giving them a coat of transparent yellow ochre, and also going in to paint the little veins of the leaf with a dark mixture, the same similar I used on the shadow. So now I'm going on to the other leaf and repeating the process as I will on the main leaf and the one in the back as well in a moment. As you can see, I need to clean up the line a little bit here, and I'm doing this with one of the eradicator brushes from Billy Showell, and taking off a little bit too much there. But it doesn't matter because I go over all of it again with a darker color to draw in the veins of the leaves. Now I'm going in with the eradicator brush to remove the harsh edges from the leaves to the sky, and try and give it a more natural look. So here is where I'm making the biggest mistake in my view, in hindsight, in trying to paint a shadow from the top leaf into those leaves, and this was not in my reference, and I misjudged the proportions in my view in hindsight, and therefore made a mess. And that is why later on you'll see me debating with myself what to do with this painting. As you can see, I masked off a square, and that's because the calendar is shaped that way. It's going to be in A4, and therefore a square picture makes perfect sense. But as I said before, I can crop if need be, and you know, sometimes that decision has to be made. I could have scrapped this painting, but I thought it was okay as far as the main leaf is concerned, and for the cover page I thought one leaf will do. And of course, let me just say, I am using Billy Showell's brushes, but of course the quality of my painting is not even close to the quality of her paintings. She takes so much more care for each little millimeter of her subject that this is nothing like her work, and I don't think I will ever be able to reach that level. And of course this is not meant to be a piece of art that will grace the walls of some art collector. It's just a calendar page, so I'm painting much more loosely, I would say, and I find it good enough for what I'm aiming to achieve. So you see me using my heat gun to heat up the glue of the sticky tape, because I want to be sure not to tear the paper, even though this paper is quite sturdy and usually does take the masking tape quite well. So here's the finished piece, and I think, yeah, here is where I'm debating, but I'll scan the whole page and then later on work it out in my photo software. So thank you for watching. Leave me a comment if you like. Leave a like and a subscription, and do take care until the next time. Also, do what you love. Bye for now. Ta-da!